I'm Joshua Bardwell, and you're going to learn something today. You're going to learn what this stuff is and why it's so freaking cool. Stay tuned. Let me tell you the real reason why I'm reviewing gel today. This is a cool product. It's worth a few minutes of your time, but I wouldn't normally make a video about just gel. The truth is that it's like 2 in the morning right now, and I just finished recording all the video for the RunCam Split review. That's coming. In fact, I intended to release it tomorrow, but I just could not get that review out. I don't know why. I could not get it done. And by the time I was done, it was 2 in the morning, and there's no way I'm going to edit it and get it all up. So I'm going to tell you about this gel. And I have been meaning to tell you about this, but I've always been like, I'm not going to show them about gel. So this is Kyosho gel pad. And it's actually intended, I think, for vibration isolation, and that's how I first came across it. It's sticky. See, sticky. And it's gellular. And I thought I would use it to stick a flight controller, and so I peeled it off and I stuck the flight controller down. And the problem is, yeah, it's not bad. It does stick pretty well, but it doesn't stick great. I really didn't trust it to hold my entire flight stack down, especially in the instance of crashing and so forth. But it turned out, I mean, you could probably use it for that. I just didn't fully feel like I trusted it. But it turns out there's another use for it, and it's spectacular for making battery pads. It is spectacular for that. So, of course, it's thick enough that it cushions really well, and it's tacky enough that the battery will not slide out. It will not slide out. But you can see here, it's not sticking to the battery particularly well, and that's actually desirable. The reason for that is it's got this sticky stuff on here, but the first time you actually use this, very quickly, the sticky stuff will come off. And then you've got this. And this is actually much better, in my opinion, for this kind of application. I always just pull it off. This material is just tacky enough that it will stick. And it'll keep sticking even after it gets a little bit dirty. So if you got it on the bottom of your copter and it gets all dirty and dusty, it doesn't lose its tackiness. It's great. So it'll continue to hold your battery in place up against the battery strap without sticking too much to the battery, right? And it's sort of infinitely reusable. I put it on the bottom of my copters, and it's nothing holding it on there but itself. It doesn't have any real adhesive. But I can just, I'll just go back on. As long as it stays on pretty much when it's in, the backpack or whatever, and it does, that's great. This, I think, is the best stuff I've seen for a battery pad. It's on Amazon. It's about $14 a sheet. So it's a little bit expensive. There's probably something cheaper out there, but I really haven't found anything else that works as well. Many of the rubber sheets that you see people use, hold on. The rubber stuff that you see people use, like this is the Legero 4-inch, and this is what it came on. It's okay, but in many cases, it's a little slipperier. It does a good job of keeping the battery from contacting the screws, but it doesn't do as good a job of keeping the battery from sliding out in a crash. And of course, that's a big deal, especially with a bottom mount battery where it's more likely to take a knock. So I think this stuff is just spectacular. I use it on all my copters who have bottom mount batteries, and you really will never lose a battery. You can even use it on a top mount if you so desire, although I have less of an issue losing batteries on the top mounts than the bottom mounts. There you go. That's your video for today, and hopefully tomorrow the RunCam Split review will come out. If I can find time to edit it, it's a doozy. Thanks for watching, and happy flying.